What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 119 of the Chumpcast. The one and only Drunken Erica is in for Mark this week as we review the follow-up to one of our all-time favorites, Wreck-It Ralph. You can find us on all social media platforms at the Chumpcast. You can also call or text us at 847-920-6107. If you leave us good enough voicemail, you might hear yourself on a future episode. If you want to support the show, you can find our merch at thechumpcast.com. We always appreciate kind reviews, subscriptions, and ratings on Apple Podcasts. You can also shop on our Amazon affiliate link at thechumpcast.com/Amazon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to clean out the drunk girl trap at the bottom of my stairs. You made your choice, and it wasn't to go see the movie with me. You don't get to get mad at me about this anymore.
Oh, my choice was be in one of my best friend's weddings or go see this movie with you? Is that was what I had to choose between?
To be fair, no. To be fair, as the third party in this, I actually was in the wedding as well, but I also had to see the movie. Ryan could have waited to see it because we recorded later that Sunday. He could have saw it Sunday morning like I did.
Would you have wanted to go see a movie Sunday morning?
I mean, had you have asked me to do it,
0% chance
I would have.
That no,
she would have done it.
You came home and took a nap.
No.
Yes, you did.
Because there was no obligation to see the movie.
Nobody had asked me to go see one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well,
what I could assume.
Wow.
I don't know, though, because I didn't see it.
True.
So I'm not really sure.
In your eyes, it could have very well been just a life-changing, life-altering movie.
It could have been.
Well, let me just assure you that was not the case. It was fine.
It was fine.
I'll listen to your podcast after I see the damn movie.
Excellent.
Are you texting right now? What the fuck are you doing, man?
I'm pulling up my notes. Are you really going to fucking do this right now?
No, I would never.
Guys, it's like late November. This is the time to be happy, I think.
Are we supposed to be thankful
Erica
for some things?
refuses to come on this show unless she's absolutely shit-faced. So she's just going to start berating me.
No, we're doing this podcast Disney princess style. Like I said, in order just for Wreck-It Ralph, we're drinking some Cristal, aka
this is rosé.
Rosé.
This is some
we're drinking some rosé. We're drinking Cristal. We're Disney princess boozy bitches right now.
This was a housewarming gift from my BFF, Lynn's.
Thanks, Lynn's. Shout out.
Is that where you're going with this? Like, this is where your whole Disney princess leads to, is that we're drinking at noon on a Sunday?
Yeah.
No. It's what we're drinking.
Exactly.
Erica came down with one of the all-time alcoholic quotes. She comes down and just like, ugh, I had to chase that vodka with a bag of peanuts.
That was brilliant.
Classic.
Hey, champions adjust. You don't see anything to chase it with? Yo, give me those peanuts. I'm going to salt these down.
I mean, I literally had water, champagne.
Well, champagne would have been a good
beer. I mean,
you definitely could have done champagne.
You had some good options, actually.
I did choose the LaCroix and peanuts.
And peanuts.
That is the breakfast of princesses, I would
really
say.
Is.
I could see she's wearing her Mickey Mouse ears. She's got her koala slippies on, super comfortable. You know, if you were a Disney princess, you would be the koala queen.
Oh, for sure I would.
What do you think of that, Ryan?
Is it because she's got problems down under?
Whoa! You don't say that about a Disney princess, bro. Are you kidding me? That was pretty good, though. It was pretty good, but it's also, no, dude. I don't think so. I guess you can elaborate more if you want.
I got nothing.
That's what I freaking thought, dude.
All right, let's talk about some of the listener submissions from last week. Erica, I want you to think on this, if you can, the cringiest moments from movies or television. We had some pretty good ones here. WSBH narrator, we shouldn't be here narrator, says Scott's Tots from The Office.
Oh my God.
All-time cringy moment. I think it's pretty much anything that Michael Scott is ever in, any scene he's ever a part of.
No. Specifically that one where he promised all the kids like their college tuition paid, and he was like, actually, he did tap dance around that room. Oh my God, just explaining it's giving me the creeps.
One of the cringiest Office moments for me is when they do the white elephant.
And Michael buys the super expensive phone.
Yeah, it's an iPod.
iPod.
This was like 15 years ago, but
yeah, hilarious.
That one really kills me because like it's Christmas gifts and he's just shitting all over what's her face?
Phyllis.
No, Phyllis. I know.
So yeah, solid submission.
Okay, so I just panicked and I couldn't think of one cringeworthy moment, and I just Googled some.
Okay.
Literally, there's a list of like 20, and I would say more than half are Office related
Yeah, that makes sense.
cringeworthy moments because Michael Scott is a horrible, narcissistic, self-absorbed person who does not understand. Okay, Diversity Day.
Oh man, Diversity Day. All right, what other submissions do we get?
How about the EHAP podcast? The entire movie, The Rock. They fucking named his character Stanley Goodspeed.
Yikes.
It is cringy. But that's Nick Cage movies. I mean, what about...
That was a Nick Cage movie?
It's Nick Cage and Sean Connery.
You know I hate Nick Cage.
Why?
So
Nick Cage is amazing.
No, he's literally the worst.
What about Con Air? You should have put the bunny down. Everything in that movie is cringy as fuck.
I never saw that one.
Do you guys remember when we tried to live podcast a Nick Cage movie?
Yeah, and you basically
basically just me yelling about how much I hated Nick Cage.
It was Mom
never
and Dad.
aired it for that reason.
Yeah, it was a terrible trash episode and everything.
I like that movie.
Mom and Dad, great movie.
Terrible movie.
Engine 26 Studios says, every frame of 1 hour photo, but bless you, Robin. Robin Williams, this is I don't want to say controversial movie, but it's very polarizing. People either love it or they hate it for this specific reason. It's one of those secondhand awkward moments. It's 2 hours long. Well, it's probably not 2 hours, but it's very long.
It's long. And I did like that movie. I was in on the Robin Williams being a super creepy guy.
Specs 1086 says, even though I really enjoyed the movie, Paul Rudd's character in I Love You Man is so awkward, makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, when he barfs on Jon Favreau,
dude, he's so lame in that movie.
He really is.
I guess that's how his character had to be, right?
Pretty much, because he had to make friends with the only person he can make friends with.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Who's another weirdo in Jason Segel.
Yeah, that was a full cringe movie, though. I agree.
It's a great movie. I think it's on Netflix right now. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. We got a text, and I got a phone number for this, but you didn't include a name. So please.
So put it on the air. Well, they'll know.
I'm definitely not doing that.
Exactly. Hilarious. Next time, leave your name, or else we're going to search for you.
Do you remember the I'll do the fingering scene from Alien Covenant? Did you see that movie with us?
Is that the one? No, that
with Michael Fassbender, where he's playing the flute, and there's two Michael Fassbenders.
Yes.
And they look at each other, and he tells him, "You blow, I'll do the fingering," while he's playing the flute. It's the weirdest. Is it incest if you're banging yourself?
They're both robots, so I don't think that matters at all, right?
I think it matters.
They're just machinery.
What are you advocating for, you weirdo?
Robot sex, 100%. I'm on board. No sex shaming. If you want to bang a robot, bang a robot.
This is how we lead to robot diddling.
And I have nothing to say to that.
All right, I got one. How about the voicemail scene from Swingers? Erica watched down as I was walking this morning.
I was like, what the hell are you watching?
One of the most painful scenes of all time.
I think it's actually perfect. It's more painful now that everyone just texts, and to actually have to leave a voicemail and then botch it super hard.
And worry about the tape running out of space.
Ugh.
Oh, God. If you haven't seen this scene, watch it. Jon Favreau. I don't know how he didn't jump out of the window after that.
Yeah, it was masterfully done. Masterfully pathetic.
What are we going to do next week?
Next week. Good question.
We could either go see Anna and the Apocalypse, which I think is my vote. I'm guessing you haven't heard of this because it's kind of low key, but it's a musical about the end of the world and zombies.
Oh, I meant to ask you if you saw, obviously you saw that trailer. I saw it all over my Instagram and I couldn't figure out why, but
because it's a musical about zombies.
I forgot to ask you about that.
You want to go see it?
Can I throw in my vote?
Yeah, let's hear what other options are there.
The Grinch.
Ooh.
You're a little late on that.
Since Ryan is basically the Grinch, I feel like
I can just walk around in a green leotard and
be Green Man.
yell shit at you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really no different than day-to-day life.
Yeah, save us $15.
All right, I guess we can just talk about day-to-day life then next week.
Sweet. Day-to-day life as the Grinch.
Either that or we could go see Creed 2, which I do want to see.
The hell is that even? What is that even?
Things.
Creed, it's like a Rocky movie. You know Rocky, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't he have like 85 movies?
Well, it's not him anymore. It's Apollo Creed's son. It's Michael B. Jordan. There's no way you haven't seen a trailer for this.
Yeah, you have to.
Nope.
Okay.
Sure didn't.
You just turn your brain off when you see something you don't like.
That makes sense. Save your brain
who the fuck
energy.
doesn't do
Those
that?
things.
Save your brain energy.
Who doesn't do that?
Oh, the teaming up begins.
No, I'm
Thanks,
just
Brick.
pointing. I'm just pointing out things that need to be said. You know,
Right. I save my brain energy for things like, I don't know, Disney princesses, Harry Potter,
Hell yeah, princess switches.
princess switches.
Hell yeah.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
I hated every moment that I loved that freaking movie. Vanessa Hudgens can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't even care.
So you guys, when Brick came over to our house today, I had paused on the TV Princess Switch on Netflix, and
Netflix original.
it's a Netflix original, and Brick was like, yo,
I freaking saw this and I
freaking
freaking
saw
loved it. Like, didn't expect that at all. Their house was first time they actually came and like they gave me the tour. The whole house is set up Christmas super themed.
Hell
and
yeah.
then Princess Switch is on the TV. I come in here jazzed.
Yep. Brick was just feeling all the Christmas vibes, and he was like, yo, I saw this movie, and I was like, no way, Brick.
I already finished the entirety of it and I loved it. And I hated every moment that I loved it. I was like, why is this getting to me right now?
I mean, those
Like,
are kind
she's
of
just
the
a-
best movies.
She's just a baker from Chicago. I was sold immediately.
Those movies that
that's
you
pretty neat.
absolutely hate that you love them so much, those are the best.
If
Exactly.
you had to guess how many movies there are about princess body swaps, like how many are there?
No joke. When I started watching this movie this morning, I was like, oh my God, Rye, it's that kind of movie. And he was in the other room and he was like, what kind? And then he was like, wait, are they the same person?
I said, are there two of them?
Are there two of them?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that
I
makes
was like,
There's-
that's exactly what this movie is.
There's almost enough of those to create its own genre, though.
It's crazy.
What do you even call that? The switch?
The Switch? I don't
Switch-
know.
Duplicity?
Ooh.
Duplicity.
Ooh,
Duplicity.
that's a good
4-syllable
Oh,
word.
no, that was Multiplicity, the one with Michael Keaton.
What?
You don't remember that from
You love
mid
Michael-
90s?
You love Michael Keaton.
I do love Michael Keaton. You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, I like Michael Keaton. He's
You
super
fucking
good.
better like Michael Keaton.
But you love Michael Keaton.
I do love Michael Keaton.
Okay. Just thought I'd.
Anyways,
reiterate that.
you guys went on this long tangent to get to the point that our question for next week will be, what movies or shows do you hate watch?
Yeah, like you
give us
hate
your.
so much that you love watching it.
I got another one for you. Chrisley Knows Best. I
Oh,
think that
for
show
real?
is hilarious.
No way.
Absolutely.
Explain.
I just think his southern accent.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, it's just like a family in the South.
It's a reality show.
It's a reality
right?
TV show.
okay.
Yeah. And it's.
Those are usually the ones, though, that you hate how much you love it are usually reality
I thought
shows.
it was
And Lifetime
100%.
movies.
So do we include?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Either
of course.
reality
Absolutely
shows
reality TV
or,
shows.
for me, it's mainly those really lame Christmas movies that are so stupid, but I
No,
love them
time
so much.
It's that's true
Yeah.
too. But it's that time.
Yeah.
Right after Thanksgiving, you can
For
just
sure.
lay in bed and throw on some weird Lifetime Christmas
Hell
movie,
yeah.
get the weird feels and be like, "This, wow, did I like that?"
I
so
love
much."
that Netflix is totally jumping on board for that too, because
Leaning
they've got some
hard.
great hate to love movies.
There's no reason for them to not make these low budget like Christmas movies that
I mean, they're
everyone is
killing
gonna
it
watch.
too. I mean, I was telling Brick earlier, and I didn't tell him the name of this because I was going to wait till we went live, and now I forgot because that's how my brain works.
Okay.
Okay, so there's one
There's
that I
a
really
Kurt
want you to
Russell
watch.
one. There's a Kurt Russell one where he's Santa Claus, and he's like a rock and roll Santa Claus, though.
he looks
you
a
know
lot
what I mean?
like Santa Claus, though.
He does. He does a really good job playing a dope Santa Claus. He's like a cool Santa Claus.
Ryan caught me watching the trailer for this last night, and he was like, "You could watch this," and I was like, "No."
He wanted to watch it quietly.
Obviously, I'm gonna watch it.
He wanted to watch it quietly. He's like,
Yeah.
well, if you're going to watch it, I guess I'll watch it too.
Kurt
Yeah.
Russell will get me to watch a movie.
Okay, the one I want you to watch, Brick, is called A Christmas Prince.
Okay.
Oh, of course it is.
And they have a second one coming out. This is Netflix.
Wow.
A Christmas Prince. I'm not gonna spoil what the
Okay. Yeah,
what
don't give
the
me the
sequel
second
is
title,
because
man.
I can't
It's a
give it
spoiler.
right because it's a
Okay.
little bit of a spoiler since you haven't seen the first one. But I hated how much I loved it.
Okay,
So
well, let's
recommendation.
Let's cheers our bougie drinks.
Hell yeah.
To the holiday season
Some sparkling
and some
rosé.
princesses and princesses. Princes?
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 Princes.
What are you trying to say?
Princes, a multiple of prince.
Oh yeah. Princes.
Why did I think that was so hard?
Princes?
Princes.
Prince-eye.
Princes.
Because I thought I said princesses
No, it's
twice.
like cactus. Prince-eye.
Okay,
Prince Eye.
that makes sense.
That totally makes sense.
Okay,
News
go on.
to
Next,
us.
we got news or what's the deal?
What?
Do we have news or what's the deal?
Yeah, I just played the drop and you talked over it.
Okay.
News to us.
We're just really excited.
Now you talked over it. Everyone shut up for a second.
I think you need to keep
News
that in.
to us.
It's the last time I'm playing that fucking drop. All right, we got some trailers this week.
Looking
A
brilliant.
few that I wanted to mention. The first one, Once Upon a Deadpool. We've talked about this in the past.
Yes.
Basically, Deadpool kidnaps Fred Savage, a la Princess Bride.
Dude, Fred Savage is the best. I freaking love Fred Savage.
He's not really what makes this trailer for me.
Okay, can
Ryan Reynolds
you
is.
explain what the idea of this is for the people that don't know?
So the idea is they're going to take Deadpool and turn it into a PG-13 cut. So they'll get rid of the F words.
Deadpool 2?
Yes, Deadpool 2. So they'll get rid of the F words and the beheadings and all the stuff that goes into making a movie R-rated. Include Fred Savage. So it
Okay, so they added
will have
Fred Savage
new
to this
content.
movie, right?
Yes.
That's amazing.
There will be new clips. There might be some stuff that got edited out of the first one that just maybe was more safe for work, I guess.
Yeah. They probably got to include some new action scenes that are like they showed in the trailer, the old guy talking. He was like, instead of murdering people, he was like talking to some old
the
people.
old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Those
he
should be some
referenced
funny
and he
comedy.
referenced Up, which was
Yes.
obviously
So good.
that speaks to me.
Dude,
I hope there are a few more of those scenes that just didn't make it into the final cut, but we'll see. This felt like a cash grab until Ryan Reynolds said, like, okay, we'll do this, but I'm going to donate a portion of the proceeds to charity.
Oh, really?
So now I'm kind of on board with it.
Wow.
No, that's amazing.
That's incredible. Okay, so how much of this movie do we think is going to be new content?
Everything with Fred Savage, obviously.
Okay,
Is 30% too much to ask?
percentage wise,
Yeah, I'd say that's probably pushing it.
too much. Oh man, I was hoping at least 30%.
I think that's a tall order.
Yeah.
Without doing full reshoots,
That's tough. Yeah, but there's. I think they're gonna add a lot of comedy though.
we're going to find out. Because
Yes.
I will probably go see
I'm
this.
so intrigued. I'm going to see it. I'm so intrigued. I need to see it.
Yeah, I don't know how long the theatrical run of this will be, or if they just like put out a DVD so that parents can give it to their kids for Christmas. I don't know.
That
That'll
makes
be
sense.
interesting to see.
That would make sense.
Either way, this is an incredibly original concept, and I love it.
I agree. That's one way they wanted to go PG-13 for a while, and Ryan Reynolds like didn't allow it, which is sweet.
Funny you should say that,
It's not that original.
because about a year ago, someone on Twitter proposed this exact same idea. And there's kind of been this back and forth. He's some sort of comic book writer, but he's kind of like a little bit unknown. I'm blanking on the name, but this was a news story from earlier this week. Ryan Reynolds actually finally reached out to him because there were a lot of people calling plagiarism. Like they just stole this idea off of his tweet, and it is over a year old. He has a little bit of a case, but I guess they spoke, and now everything's good.
I mean,
They probably made it
even-
right with the guy.
okay.
I mean, how much can you really ask for? It's just a tweet.
even if that guy, I don't know, whoever he was, if he was the one that suggested it, I mean, this has never really been done before in any movies. Have you ever seen this done before?
So
No, I totally agree.
so
But
I was gonna say people that do conspiracy theories for like Game of Thrones, 4 months away, by the way, no big deal. Or like 5 months away, six.
So excited.
If they have like a theory on Game of Thrones and it comes to fruition, that doesn't mean that they wrote the idea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
well, this is different in that it would have taken much less time to film and produce this because most of the movie's already done, right?
Sure.
This realistically could have been stolen from him. I'm not saying that it was.
How do they prove that, though? You know, like, how do
can't.
they, yeah.
But it sounds like they did right by the guy because it's basically dropped.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds did reach out to the guy. I'm sure that'll cure a lot of things.
By reach out, do you
Ryan
mean
Reynolds
pay
is the
him
man.
money?
I don't know.
Is that
And
what
we
you
will
mean?
never know.
We will
So
never know.
get to your conspiracies, Drunk Erica.
Okay, next.
The movie which I am most excited about out of our list this week, Lego Movie 2,
Oh, hell yeah.
the second part.
Okay.
Is that technically what it's called?
Yes,
Lego Movie 2, the second part?
correct.
Amazing.
Less is more with these.
Brilliant.
Honestly, I loved Lego Batman before. I loved the first Lego movie. It was so good.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep through Lego Batman.
Lego Batman wasn't as good as the
I
first
agree.
Lego
I had
movie.
high hopes.
I agree.
I had real high hopes for that one.
That's fair. But Drunk Erica and I and Ryan, I guess, like watched this trailer because he watched it
I was
before. You watched it before. This is our first time watching it. Is what I'm trying to get at. And both of us actually laughed out loud like 3 or 4
at
different
least.
times.
Yeah.
It's actually surprisingly looks almost better than the first.
It
and that
really
was so
does.
good.
Yeah, it really
So
does.
good.
Okay,
That's hard to say.
It's
'cause I
so
love
hard to
the
say.
I don't know though.
The trailer did it. I don't laugh that much in trailers.
Yeah,
and that
same.
the cheese just got me.
It got me. That oh my god, I don't know what it is about little kids' voices. Like
You
The
love
star was the turning point.
just like killed me. It
That was a little
killed
Mario
my soul.
star.
It was so funny.
Little Mario star that gives you just superpowers.
Yeah, right.
For a brief time.
Okay, I think we should go see this movie
I
as a
concur.
trio.
I agree.
Mark maybe
that.
can
Wow.
come.
Get out of here, Mark.
Hey,
Okay,
she's a
I just
planner.
said Mark maybe can come if he feels like it.
Mark maybe
if he's not
Mark's in
traveling the
Cambodia.
world.
Mark's in Cambodia. He's going to get
He's in
captured
Puerto
by
Rico.
the cartel. Whatever.
Whatever.
All right, I've got a brief synopsis of this. So 5 years after the devastating fallout of Taco Tuesday,
That's a
This is
headline.
amazing.
Lego Duplo blocks, so like the bigger ones,
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
kidnap Lucy, played by Elizabeth Banks. Emmett, Chris Pratt, teams up with the incredibly meta Galaxy Defender archaeologist cowboy raptor trainer
Amazing.
named Rex Dangervest, and also voiced by Chris Pratt. This is so meta because this is every role that Chris Pratt plays.
It's amazing. I
That's
can't
literally-
even. I literally cannot even.
I love how hard they're leaning into
It's
it.
incredible.
It's brilliant.
It's absolutely brilliant.
That is the genius of these movies, though, is that they're very self-referential, fourth wall breaking. You know, like Will Ferrell in the first one, where he's a real person, but also the bad guy.
Right. I love that kids don't necessarily appreciate or can understand how deep that these kind of movies go, but as adults we can understand and appreciate
But
these
that-
movies.
Even more so is you get that rewatch value. If you saw it as a kid, all of a sudden
Right.
you're like, oh, this was just a good
Right.
movie. I liked the plot of it.
Right,
and all
right,
of
right.
a sudden you're catching all these things. You're like, damn.
As you
Like
get
a
older,
movie
you're like, oh
killed.
fuck, that's
watch this movie
connected to
tonight.
that
I'm so sold. I'm big Lego guy.
for sure.
And soundtracks are always on point.
Oh
too.
my god, the soundtracks are
Throw me
incredible.
Beastie Boys right away.
Right?
Hell yeah, I'm sold.
Warner Brothers on Black Friday, in promotion for this movie, released, you know how you play a YouTube video sometimes, it'll have an ad before?
Mhm.
Sure.
Warner Brothers' marketing campaign was to play the entire movie as an ad. And obviously you could skip it if you didn't want to watch it, but it was a free way to watch the original Lego movie.
Are you
Are you-
kidding me?
That is amazing.
It's kind of genius.
It's incredibly genius.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we had such a good thing. You just watch it and be like this. Oh yeah, that's the best
Here,
movie
Here's a
ever.
here is this
2-hour ad.
free. Here is this 2-hour ad free for you. Wow.
I thought that was pretty clever.
I would love to
Wow.
know the person that just got caught up in that ad, was watching something and all of a sudden just like, oh damn, like, oh shit, this is the whole
to
freaking
Twitter, there's plenty of 'em.
when is this gonna end? Like, what is this good?
I'm fully invested in this already.
You're just sitting down, you're just like, damn.
All right, the last and I guess biggest trailer of the week is the teaser that came out for The Lion King. So 75% of this trailer is shot for shot,
Sorry,
repeated from the original. I get the nostalgia factor here. Can we at least get new jokes in the movie or something like with Timon and Pumbaa? Is this going to be...
I don't
beat for beat.
I don't
Yeah.
think that that's what this is trying to be, though. It's not trying to be something new.
Okay,
as
let's-
far as content, like it's trying to be something new as far as visual and the way it's presented. I at least that's my opinion.
But they do have new actors though, so
yeah.
They do.
can put their own.
Well,
little
that's
twist.
because Jonathan Taylor Thomas isn't a 10-year-old anymore.
Does anyone know where he is?
No, I don't think he's an actor anymore.
we need Home Improvement on a streaming site.
Was that the last
That's what
thing
I'm
he was
saying.
on?
I
You know
don't
what I loved him in? Was Man of the House. That was such a great movie.
You love that
Do you
movie.
remember that movie?
Also,
Yeah,
I'll Be Home for Christmas. Is that the one? Or Coming Home for Christmas?
What?
Where he's like across the country and he has to try and get home
I
for
don't-
Christmas. It's a Christmas movie with Jonathan Taylor
I'm
Thomas.
so
I just
sorry. I
assumed
don't
you had seen
remember
it.
this
no,
movie.
you have seen it. You just don't
Probably.
remember.
I'm sure.
I think that's a good movie. I think I got to see it again. JTT, JTT, what up, my guy right there?
Where's he at? Where are you at, boy?
Yeah, what's up?
Come
Yeah,
on.
if we can
Where
bring
you at?
back Brendan Fraser, we can bring back Jonathan
Oh,
Taylor Thomas.
JTT, lock it in.
Brendan Fraser.
Fraser.
Fraser?
No, Fraser.
Fraser.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Fraser?
It's Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
Fraser?
Yes.
Fraser.
Look up the spelling.
Are you saying Fraser?
I'm saying pan. All right, so
with two N's?
FRA.
unless I missed something in this trailer, you don't actually see any of the animals speak.
Okay.
So
No,
I'm
no,
wondering
you're
what
right.
that's going to
You're
look
right.
like. The original cartoon, they're really expressive, especially Timon.
Extremely.
He's got wild facial expressions. It'd be hard to picture that in CG.
True. And that's honestly the best part. See, you got to see some emotion within the characters. But honestly, one of my all-time favorite scenes of any movie. I don't know why this is
Of any movie?
of
That's
any
what
movie.
you're going
Just like
with
a
right
random, like,
Okay.
oh, this scene just like stuck with me for forever until now, obviously. But when Simba is finally meeting with like Rikishi,
now? Rafiki.
Rikishi, the
You
fat
were
wrestler.
so close.
I was so close. Rafiki.
Yep.
And he's walking and he just goes like Akeem banana, squish banana, and then he like bonks him on the head. Like, this freaking monkey. Like, what the hell? I don't know why I thought that was the best scene like
That
of all time.
I
that
don't
is a
either.
real. That's a good.
It's
it's
a low-key-
funny scene.
it's a low-key
very
random-
funny scene.
It's a random thing
Yeah.
that I thought was actually just hilarious.
It's amazing.
Akeem banana, squish banana.
So this got 224 million views this week. Second biggest trailer opening ever behind Avengers 3.
Well,
Wow.
they have the freaking names for it. Honestly.
Yeah, and this is like the perfect weekend to drop a trailer,
True.
right? People got
Why?
5 days, 4 days to watch it. And like it's the
You're
same
with
thing
family,
like
you're just-
how they released Wreck-It Ralph on Wednesday night. So now you can call everything Wednesday on weekend box office.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, so why did they do Wednesday night? Is it because Thanksgiving
Yeah.
was on a Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do this all the time.
So what? That's technically a holiday, so you can't. But you can't count for. Oh wait,
You
movies are open
absolutely
on
do.
Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Or on the Thursday of Thanksgiving, right?
yeah, one of my old traditions was going to see a movie on Thanksgiving.
Really?
Christmas too. Theaters are always empty.
Those are
We're never really doing anything on those
Why
holidays.
don't Why don't we go do that? Keep that
We
tradition
can.
alive.
Well,
new tradition.
that kind of leads me into
Let's do
one of
it.
my news points, actually.
Go for it.
Infinity War is finally dropping on Netflix on Christmas Day, so maybe we don't need to go to the theater. We can just watch it here in the basement.
I'm good with that. I mean, this TV is basically a theater, so
It is. It's super, super dope.
It's got butt rumbly speakers too.
sure does.
Ooh.
We went to see Wreck-It Ralph in the Dolby Atmos theater.
The butt rumbling theater?
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, it's definitely butt rumbling. I looked over at Ryan for the first time. I was like, "What the hell was that? Like,
Yeah,
is it going to do that the whole time?"
and it did. So
it did. It did.
Erica, confirm if this is right, but basically when you see a movie, you just want to see like the most toned down theater ever.
No, I want butt rumbling.
Like you don't want 3D,
Me
you don't want
personally?
IMAX, you don't want butt rumbling.
No, that's not true. What I don't want is 3D.
She loves butt rumbling.
I love butt
You
rumbling.
kidding me
Obviously.
about that butt
Come
rumbling,
on.
dude?
Come
Back
on,
to the
man. It's
problems
like you
down
don't.
under.
It's like you don't even know me. No, I really don't enjoy the 3D. Okay. First of all, the adult glasses they don't make them for my size face, so I always have to ask for the kids.
Because you got a peanut head.
I always
Okay,
have to
yeah,
ask
that's-
for the kids 3D glasses, and they always look at me like, "Are you kidding me, lady? You really want?" And I'm like, "Listen, these are the
They
only
give you-
ones that fit me."
Dude, people give you attitude about
Oh, hell
exchanging
yeah.
glasses.
They
That's
give me
absurd.
so much attitude about asking for children's glasses. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have a small face, and I don't want to sit there like holding the glasses the whole fucking movie. I'm sorry. So anyway,
Problem one with 3D
problem
glasses.
one with
okay.
3D. Okay, I just it makes me a little bit dizzy. It makes me
Nothing
dizzy.
wrong with that.
I don't really enjoy it.
You don't like what you don't like.
Exactly. So that's really my only. I just don't like 3D. I don't mind butt rumbling, and I don't mind IMAX. What's the difference between butt rumbling and IMAX, though?
So the IMAX screen is bigger and it's shot in a different aspect ratio. So it's wider than a typical screen.
I
So
don't
there's
know. That movie seemed pretty big and wide.
That was not IMAX. It was Dolby Atmos.
Can you explain what that means? I don't know what those words mean.
Dolby does really intense surround sound.
Okay.
So
The
that's
bu-
what that was.
that's the
So it's
butt
about
rumbling.
the sound, not
Yeah, so-
necessarily the visual experience.
So in order to be Dolby Atmos, which is one of their just brands, technically they have to have upward firing speakers. So they have speakers that point at you,
Okay.
speakers that point up so that it bounces off the ceiling, comes back down to you, and also the surround, which is 7.2. So 7 directions and subwoofers on
Of sound.
every fucking side.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily it was visual
this is
IMAX
sound
because that
only.
was still so big. Like it felt like an IMAX theater. Was
Yeah.
it just
I mean,
the
it was-
sound?
They claim like Dolby. I think it's HDR.
How do
I
you
can't
know
remember
so
what they
much
called it.
shit about Dolby?
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I just bought a fucking giant
I just
TV.
want to listen to him talk about this shit. I have no idea what
Nobody
the hell he's
wants to
talking
listen to me
about.
talk
No,
about
yes,
this.
I do.
So yes, they do have like picture quality that they call Dolby sponsored.
Sick.
So yeah, that's the gist of this. I'm not going to get any more.
I did
of it.
Yeah, no,
enjoy
I
the
was saying-
experience. If it was like a action movie, I think it would be a little much, like too much butt rumbling. You know what I mean? But
Too
I mean
much,
this,
like explosions.
yeah. But for like a Disney movie, is it Disney?
Yes, this is Disney. The most intense part was where they were doing the commercial for Dolby.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay.
Because they were like displaying. Yeah, they were
It's
like,
like the
let
old-
me show you our
Yeah, it's
butt
like the
rumbling
old
techniques.
THX.
Yeah.
Where you just like blew your eardrums out and
Right.
you couldn't hear anything for the rest of the movie.
It was just, it very much startled me.
Yeah, I don't need that.
That was sick. I said sick to Njoku's touchdown, not to what Ryan was saying, because that was
No.
Yeah,
super
you weren't
lame
even
and boring.
listening to me. I
I
get
think
it.
you
Yep.
said
Nope. I
sick.
droned out.
Nope.
That's why football's on still, and not Princess Switch.
All right, last bit of news. Keanu Reeves is apparently going to be a voice character appearing in Toy Story 4.
What?
Do we have any guesses on what this like? Is this surfer dude, star quarterback, the chosen one, puppy murder avenger? Like what is he going to be?
I'm thinking I'm back.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Oh my god, I don't know, dude. I hope it is a Shane Falco type. Can we go into or the Matrix, dude? What?
Do you think he's going
Yeah,
to be a
that's
bad
the
guy?
chosen one.
Do you think he'll be a bad guy? He's got to be a
He
bad
would make
guy.
a really good
He's
bad
got to
boy.
be a bad guy.
Dude, I don't know. Keanu
Okay.
Reeves is so cool.
Did you guys see the teasers though? They were so amazing.
Well, if
the
you listen to this podcast, you would know that.
Okay, if it was last week, I'm still pretty bitter about it, so I didn't listen to last week. If
We,
we're gonna,
we need to
if
get
we're gonna
back
be
into
clear.
what Keanu Reeves' toy is.
A bad guy. He's a bad guy.
So
Okay,
a
but
bad
what-
toy though.
Like, is he Cobra Kai
Who the fuck is Cobra Kai?
from G.I. Joe?
Oh wait, what was that GI Joe movie?
I think it was called
No,
G.I. Joe.
small toys,
Small soldiers, and that was not G.I.
soldiers.
Joe's.
What was that?
Those were just the little green soldiers. G.I. Joe has had several movies
True.
Okay.
with The Rock and Channing Tatum.
Okay, I don't even care. I just want star quarterback Shane Falco to be a toy. That's
There's
all
no way that's going to be right.
I know that's 0% chance, but that's what I'm dreaming. I'm a dreamer.
If he was a bad guy, though, what toy would it be?
A Jack in the Box, because those are terrifying.
But that's not a good. No,
Jack in the Box has already been in Toy Story.
I agree.
Has it?
It has
Yes.
to be a new toy that
you
you have
sure?
that hasn't.
All right.
Maybe he's like an evil Furby.
Ooh.
I don't see him as a Furby. No fur. He's a
Wouldn't that be
hairless.
awesome,
He's a
though? That'd be
hairless.
hilarious.
Is there
Yeah,
like a-
then they'd have to get the rights to Furby.
It's Disney. They can get the rights to
Oh,
anything.
yeah,
own
you know what?
everything.
Okay.
They probably
You're right.
bought Furby years ago and
You're
just
right.
didn't have to say anything about it.
Yeah,
A
you're right.
Beanie Baby.
Which one?
The most expensive one. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the most expensive Beanie Baby was a Princess Diana one. It was purple. It was a bear.
The bear one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the
You-
bear.
tie-dye,
The
right?
purple. No.
No?
No. Princess Diana bear.
Yeah, no, I
She was
know.
purple. Pure purple. Like
Okay.
a.
I thought it was tie-dyed purple.
Pure purple. Anyway. Yeah. No. So he's a Beanie Baby.
Which
Okay.
one? Like a tiger?
No, he's just gonna be the most expensive one. I said he's gonna be a bear type.
Okay, so
all
he's
the
gonna
bear
be,
ones were
he's,
pretty.
he's gonna be
expensive.
the Princess Diana.
No,
purple
he'll be
bear?
like he'll be like the American
That's the
flag.
most expensive one.
He'll be like the American flag.
Oh,
bear.
oh, so you're saying that the most expensive Beanie Baby is an American flag bear?
No, I'm just saying that's the one that Keanu Reeves would be. And I thought I was on your team. What's this
Ooh,
hostility?
I'm so sorry.
Koala.
Maybe.
I'm
He's
so
a koala
sorry.
bear. How's that?
I'm so sorry.
Maybe
so
he's
sorry
a
for that
tickle.
switch.
Maybe he's a tickle me Elmo that's tired of being diddled.
Now that's a story
All
that
right.
you need to write.
No,
That's
it is
still
not.
a toy? Is that even still a toy? I don't know.
I don't think so. No, now they have the one that like shits on the toilet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he like dances.
I'm
He
a poop.
poops?
I'm a poop. I'm
Well,
a
he
poop
doesn't
baby.
actually poop, but
Yeah.
he's on a toilet and he's like
They
dancing.
give you a
Really?
resupply of little brown balls
No,
that you can
you're making that up.
pop
That would
in the
be
top of your
making
head,
that up.
and then you can poop.
You're making that up.
Yep.
All right, drop time.
Best.
Best.
We the best!
Worst.
The worst! She's the worst person in the world. Huge, skank, terrible, but thank you.
All right, Brick. Ladies first.
Dang.
Good joke, but there's a princess amiss, so please go first with your best man / woman / if you want to go worst, you totally can.
/ do whatever you want.
You make the rules.
Okay, so I'm going to start on a low note with
sweet.
Worst Man Alive.
All right.
Classic Erica. This is a true crime story.
Ooh, play the cue.
In a very
I don't have one.
We need a drunk Erica crime scene. Worst man alive because someone murdered
sure.
It
somebody.
should just be like the CSI. Dun dun.
Yes.
No, it should be that guy from the Jinx, that crazy old man, just
No, fuck
burping.
that guy.
No,
just
it needs to
burping, burping
I
out
did
all
it. I killed them all.
burping out all of his confessions.
No, what we need to have is actually just Horatio with his taking off his glasses and then going the who. Wow.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And then we can go into your crime stories.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to start out with a true crime story.
Sick.
This happened in August of this year.
Okay.
It was this guy in Colorado. His name is Chris Watts.
Sounds like a real piece of shit.
He sure does. His wife that was pregnant, she was like 15 weeks pregnant, goes missing with her 2 children, his kids. They're like 3 and 4.
Okay.
Okay. So he's on the news like, oh my God, help me find my family. My house isn't the same without them. I'm so sad. Where for me, right?
Oh, oops, I murdered them. What?
Oops, I murdered them.
So what do you do with the bodies?
Okay, so
Funny you should ask.
funny you should ask that, Brick, because it turns out he didn't even get away with this murder for like even a minute. Okay, there was a minute where he was on, before the bodies were found, he was on the news begging to, whoever had his family. He was like laughing, hoping his family was okay. He's like, I just want them to be okay. Like a
Good,
crazy
real
psychopath.
Joker.
And anyways, turns out he murdered his family. He asked for a separation from his wife because he was cheating on his wife with a coworker. And he claims that after he asked for a divorce, his wife didn't handle it well. So she strangled her children, and he was just trying to defend his children by killing his wife. But I mean, I don't think that's the real story. So
It's kind of decided that's not the real story, right?
No. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because just this past week, he was sentenced to life in prison by a judge. So this case didn't even go to a jury. It went straight to a judge because there was way too much evidence that he did actually kill his wife and his children. And he is being sentenced to life in prison, like beyond life in prison. He got like 48 years for like moving a dead body. And
Yeah,
he got
they call it tampering with a dead body.
With a dead body, yeah.
With a corpse.
Tampering with a corpse, yeah.
Which, by the way, leaves it open to a wide range of things.
Yeah.
When you're tampering with a corpse.
Yeah. And then he got like 36 years for terminating a pregnancy. So he's literally never getting out of prison. But he didn't even get away with this for 1 second. And it, obviously this poor woman and her children deserve justice. But the whole thing is incredibly, horribly sad because they portray this wife as like, they show a bunch of videos in the media of her just being so invested in this marriage and so in love. And she ends up dead by her husband's hand. And it's just like, what the fuck happened? Like, what went wrong? What went so wrong where this woman thought she was in such a happy marriage and she ends up dead?
So the actual justice in this story will be doled out by prisoners. Because when you kill a kid, you go to prison and
you're not
you immediately
survive.
are someone's bitch.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it just, so this happened in August of this year and he has already been sentenced to life in prison and it is mid-November,
Way to bring this podcast down.
I'm so sorry. I will bring it up shortly, maybe. But probably not. But anyway, so this was in the media this week that he was actually sentenced to life in prison. So this whole ordeal lasted like 3 months. Like, okay, was really killing your wife and family, really, really worth it?
Just get a divorce, you
just
shitbag.
Fucking leave the country. Go. Just leave. Why do you have to kill your whole family? Leave.
It's fucking terrible.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Let's change the subject immediately.
My best man / worst man / best woman / worst woman / best they / worst they, whatever you want to classify it as. Best company is the company that makes genital jousting, because they had a Black Friday deal that was 69% off, and that is hilarious to me. So good job advertising. I didn't buy it, but I think Ryan did.
Wait, Brick,
So-
can you explain what this product is, please?
Yeah, that would be a good point there. So this is a game that you play multiplayer online.
Oh, it's not a product that you can use.
Sure it is.
Okay.
It's a product with dicks going into butts. That's literally what it is you control a dick and you have a butt and you go around in circles trying to penetrate
Ow.
other butts.
Where did I see this?
Last penetration
probably
wins,
showed it to
I'm
you.
pretty sure, right?
Yeah, we've talked about this on the show before.
You get a point if you penetrate, and you get a point if you get penetrated or something like that. You just like make the circle. Odd people out.
So you want to penetrate and get penetrated all the time.
something
Get
like
points.
that. It's
Right, it's
hilarious
like
little game.
College.
Yeah, so it's 69% off. Go buy it, I guess.
I was
See for
sure
yourself.
that you were going to do the guy that dressed up like a bear to terrify people camping outside of Best Buy.
That was hilarious and well done for that guy.
That's
such a
amazing.
good troll to do. And
That's
he was
amazing
runner
troll.
up. He was runner up for sure.
All right, I got one for you. It is the man who went into a restaurant and headed toward the food prep area, asking a manager what time they closed. This guy was wearing this green hat, blue jacket, carrying a bag, and he says, "Y'all about to close right now because I'm going to go get a bomb and blow this place up." Now, that is one side of the story. That was filed to the court according to the New Orleans Times-Picayune. But this guy, Arthur Posey, who's a 30-year-old man, said what he actually said was he was going to blow the bathroom up, which is a wildly different thing than saying, "I'm going to go get a bomb." Brick, if you say you're about to go blow a bathroom up, does that mean you're about to bomb a place?
In less words.
With poop.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, poop bombs. Sorry, your toilet's broken, is what he meant to say.
So he told a police officer that he had told an employee at the restaurant that he was going to blow the bathroom up in reference to taking a dump.
Happened to the food.
The
you gave
warrant
me.
for him states that according to this newspaper, the employees at the eatery Willie's Chicken Shack in New Orleans,
Amazing.
the management says they never told the officers they never heard him say anything about the bathroom. So this guy is charged with 2 counts of communicating false information and of planned arson.
I think that's legitimate.
That sucks though, because he was just like, "Yeah, I'm about to blow the
Okay.
bathroom up."
Can you explain to me why you would announce you're going to explode a bathroom with your poop
That's a
to an
good
entire
point.
restaurant? Why would you do that if you're not?
It's guy
there's
stuff.
not something wrong with your brain.
No, I think he's probably food and safety concerns. You know, like
It's
this
a
food
lot
is
of
about to get
concerns.
some poop
He says,
particles
Yeah.
all
You
on
should
it.
close down your restaurant. I'm about to blow up your bathroom. I feel like I'm on his side.
To a degree, he's like warning the staff, like, "Yo, this is about to get nasty."
Okay. Why don't you just go poop in your own house? Why do you have to go
If
announce
it's-
it to public?
If it's an emergency.
if you're about to announce that you're going to blow up a bathroom because of your shit, you can't be waiting to go
Yeah,
home.
that's not
There's
something you
no-
take home.
In what world are you not trying to be discreet about blowing up a bathroom with your poop?
At Willie's Chicken Shack
It was-
in New Orleans.
It was almost a common courtesy for him to announce it. Is
Was
the
it?
thing.
Was it? I think you should have announced that after, like, "Yo, I just blew up
Yo,
your bathroom."
That's not a warning.
Yo, evacuate.
Yeah, I don't think you
immediately.
should give a warning. Is my point. I think after the fact, you let them know, and then you run out. So they're like, "What just happened?" You're like,
I
"I don't
think
know.
this
I just
man-
left."
Is a hero.
Oh, is that what you
In
think?
his own
Also,
way.
I relate to him deeply because my worst fear is being accused of something I didn't do. You see it all the time
That
with
is
like
your worst
false
fear.
accusations.
Yeah.
Which
I
was-
talk to you about this all the
Yeah,
time.
I was
This is
gonna
your worst
I was gonna bring that up also to your
relation to my
your
story?
murder mystery
Yeah.
that you talked about. That was apparently super open and closed case. But anyway,
Yeah, no, that is a terrible fear, and that does happen a lot. Not that I know a lot about the true
you
crime
do
world,
know a
but
lot about it.
no,
You
I do.
There was like a
I
podcast
do.
about false crimes. They're
I
like
know.
90% of false crimes are freaking. Woo. I was like,
That's
Dude, this is
exactly
my
what I
life.
said.
This is what I listen to when I come home from work.
Did you know someone got murdered on 8th Street?
Yeah, thanks. I was there. But yeah, it's my deepest fear is that I just be falsely accused of some shit.
Well, you know what?
Excuse me, I'm gonna go blow up your bathroom.
Oh, great.
Oh, do it, Brick. Go do it. See if I call the police. See if I call the police.
Calling the cops. Wow, a little behind the scenes action here.
No pun intended.
Oh, man. Drunk Erica, in drunk girl fashion. My stairs to the basement are a drunk girl death trap.
For real.
Because she just slid down about 8 stairs. Butt first.
Literally, that's where talk about butt rumbling.
Actual butt rumbling.
She's in tears from laughing, not from pain, to be clear.
Are you okay?
But
Yes.
she did it with some class. Because she slid down and she just peeked over and saw both of us like looking at her, and then she just put like her little hand under her chin and was like, I meant to do that 100%.
Totally meant to do that.
And then we just made fun of her forever. Until now.
In my defense, I did not laugh until I asked if you were okay. I feel like I deserve some points for that.
You definitely deserve points for that.
We both looked stunned. What do we do? The Disney princess, koala princess, just fell down the stairs like a ditz.
You falling down the stairs in your koala slippers with your Minnie Mouse ears on. I can't imagine why we were laughing so hard.
Okay, I'm only laughing so hard because Rachel fell down the stairs.
Shout out to Rachel.
I love you, Rach. And we made fun of her for falling down the stairs, and then
You made fun of her for falling down the stairs, which is karma.
We've made fun of her for falling down the stairs.
Yeah, I obviously did. Bum, bum,
And then
bum,
I did the same goddamn thing.
No.
She's going to kill me. She's going to kill me.
Well, now she knows that it happened for a fact.
There were
It was
witnesses.
so bad. It was so bad.
Okay. What do
That
we
sounded violent.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
What do we got
I'm
here for
This is what happens when Brick goes to blow up my bathroom.
the house rumbles and all of a sudden queens are falling, princesses, I'm sorry.
I could be
All
a
right.
queen, though. It's fine.
I think it's time for our movie review of the week, which is Ralph
Wreck-It,
Breaks the Internet.
the little Wreck-It Ralph.
Did they miss out on not calling this Ralph Wrecks the Internet?
They should have. I agree.
Doesn't
They
that make
botched
more
their
sense?
own they botched their own joke internally.
So this movie has 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, 69% from fans. Nice. A follow-up to
Nice.
2012's amazing Wreck-It Ralph movie, starring John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman, who reprised their roles for this 2-hour-long commercial.
What do you mean?
This is just a commercial for websites. This film had a budget of $175 million, on pace for around $90 million domestically over a 5-day opening weekend. So this is what we were talking about earlier.
True.
You have a full, technically 5 days to get your money in. So this was directed by Rich Moore and Phil Johnston. And I only brought this up because Rich Moore has some of the best animation directing credits I've ever seen.
Let's hear them.
Early Simpsons, so like the first 5 seasons,
OG Simpsons.
for which he won an Emmy. He did The Critic. He's done Futurama, for which he also won an Emmy, and Drawn Together. And these two guys also worked together to do Zootopia and won an Oscar for it.
Wow.
So they're pretty high up there in terms of animation direction.
Sick.
So 6 years after the original, Ralph and Vanellope are deep in this routine they've been doing every day. Whitlack, the guy who owns the arcade, adds Wi-Fi, and only about a decade late.
Seriously?
Do you mean Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Weefy.
Obviously, all the characters are immediately forbidden from going online, but they do anyways. Ralph does some stupid oafish stuff. Vanellope's game gets broken, and they have to venture into the sordid world of online commenters to save her home. Let the commercials begin. Let's start this out simple. Was this better than the original?
No.
It was not. It definitely has its moments if you really enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph, the first one. I thought if you're a gamer as well, you're going to enjoy this a little bit more. But also if you like Disney princesses, you'll enjoy it because that's to a certain... Ooh, a little sigh there. Okay.
Did it do anything better than the first one?
I
See, you had a deep sigh there too. It's hard. It's hard to determine because with this movie, you're looking for licensing. You're like, ooh, what new
capable.
license did they get? Right. So like you're
Sure.
waiting for that next character.
Easter eggs.
Right. You're waiting for those Easter eggs, those characters to come forward. As far as that goes, that was really cool. And that was exciting to look for. What I struggled with was the plot of the movie, I guess. The overarching story, like the do-gooder type story, was too in your face. Like the values and the story it was trying to tell was too in your face.
It's a Disney movie.
The values, yeah, like the life lesson was too in your face with this story. And that's what bothered me about this.
That's actually that's a good observation, because at the end, I won't get into it, but the Ralphs were too, I didn't like
It was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently therapy defeats a giant monster. I don't know. What did you enjoy, Erica?
I did enjoy the amount of characters that they were able to obtain and show in this movie. That was extremely exciting.
Those are all just Disney characters.
Oh, hell yeah. I was so excited about that. I was really, really excited about. I found myself in this movie trying to like look at all of the background images and try to find, I don't know, some like hidden Easter eggs of because as we know, Disney owns basically everything.
Yep.
At this point. So I'm trying to find those Easter eggs I found exciting, but I don't know, the main overarching plot just really lost me. It was too much, I felt like.
Okay.
Brick, what'd you like about it?
I thought it had its moments. There were some like clever lines in there that they alluded to, a couple of the Easter eggs, and they played into their meta very strongly. I felt. I really wanted the slaughter race. I wanted that to just be Twisted Metal. That's what I wanted them.
You wanted that to be.
I wanted them to go down that route. No,
yeah, I got that
Twisted.
more Grand Theft Auto Saints Row type game.
Yeah.
That's what it was, but I wanted them to go Twisted Metal, as in it's like a fight to the death, and they had to use her driving skills and Ralph's wrecking skills. I thought that'd have been a cool concept to explore, but
could they take out Sweet Tooth?
That'd be amazing. I'd be so sold on that. And they need to make a Twisted Metal game soon. Anyway, how did you guys think? What did you guys think of like the internet city and like how they portrayed it?
I appreciate always the visualization that they do for internet. Like, it's a hard concept, but the real problem here is that they were supposedly on the internet. I didn't see a single dick pic, no arguments about someone being compared to Hitler. Like, this is not realistic at all.
It was the nice filtered internet, and then they had the comment sections where I don't like this Ralph guy, and that was.
Oh, I will get to that in a moment.
Okay, cool.
Erica,
cool.
What did you think?
No, the internet city.
I mean, I thought it was a really cool interpretation of what the internet could look like from the inside. Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't real because this is a PG movie, so you can't really get super real with what is internet, really on the internet. But they did have interpretations of the dark web, which I thought was cute in a very Disney way.
Sure.
But I thought it was a cute idea, the orbs of flowing from website to website.
Cars jetting from place to place.
Yeah, for sure. It being one massive city type setting. Endless. and you being able to jet from place to place, and you being able to go from website to website. And then they also had the humans that were on the actual internet in
their reactions to stuff.
I did like that.
I agree.
And
with
the
that.
avatars of
them inside of this like internet city type setting. I thought that was cute. I thought they did a really great job of
it was the Mii's like from Nintendo Wii.
I thought they looked like Funko Pops.
Oh yeah.
Big head.
Right.
Tiny little body.
And also an interpretation of the Nintendo games for sure.
Yes. And they did do a nice job by having all those people like look really small, and then Wreck-It Ralph being huge, and they played into it nicely, I thought.
Definitely. I think for like a PG version of the internet, I think they did a great job.
And they actually had some like funny moments by being PG though. Like leaning into it was like pretty good.
You know what I really did like was the pop-ups. The pop-up ads. So like you're just walking around the internet, browsing a little bit, and then all of a sudden this like person with this ridiculous ad would come up to you and be like, "Hey, look at this, buy this Botox reduction or whatever," So
the comedy was on point to a certain degree. I like enjoyed my time watching this movie from that perspective.
Yeah.
I think from an action perspective and a story perspective, they were lazy with it.
The main storyline just lost me.
I thought they could have done more. This was a good opportunity to bring in the hero from Wreck-It Ralph. What's that guy? Fix It Felix. I thought a Fix It Felix, Wreck-It Ralph team up would have been sweet when they were drinking the root beers at the bar.
Fix It Felix was barely in this movie.
He was barely in the movie. I thought that was a good opportunity that they could have.
I got some things to say about that.
They could have brought that in. Go ahead. What do you think?
Well, It didn't make any sense. His whole plot line with Calhoun, his wife, where they adopt 15 feral girls, and then they make all these allusions to it.
It's not
Felix
all.
is
It's not all girls.
No, I'm talking about these specific girls that they like. The warden guy warns them. They're basically
it's the
feral.
racers, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There are 15 of them.
They're not all girls. Was my point.
Okay, whatever.
That was them. Was that playing into the parents? Just like that's what they need to get their laughs in.
Well, my
They're
point
gonna bring
is
them in with their children.
they set up this whole subplot and they don't even get back to it. Like the last thing you see is Felix drinking a beer with Ralph, and then all of a sudden everything's fixed at the end.
He's fixed at Felix. That's what makes sense.
Well, they didn't even show him hitting these little girls with a hammer.
They could have shown some fixings.
Well, this
That's
is
how he fixes
Disney.
stuff.
Okay, this is Disney. This isn't Fox. This isn't Deadpool. He's not trying to murder these girls and
Like
men.
we got to earlier. Anyway, but I thought there was a good opportunity for Felix and Ralph to have some sort of action sequence together.
Yeah, literally any scene.
He could have been utilized more. I also, as you alluded to this earlier off air when we were talking about the montage of viral videos that Wreck-It Ralph had to do, I enjoyed them. I mean, to a certain degree, they definitely, like you said, could have done more.
They do make reference to some of the most popular viral videos like the Rickroll, but some of them were just dumb, and you have so much to pull from there.
Absolutely.
But how much of it is like PG, really?
I think there's a wide variety of stuff that you could reference that people would understand. Obviously, Rickroll is one of the biggest internet memes of all time.
Yeah.
Like the leaf blower in the face. Like, that's not funny.
Do you think they leaned too hard into like safe videos, I guess, and not enough like in the now? They want this to be more of a timeless, so they went with the safest kind of videos that you can kind of do.
See, I think I agree with that. And I don't know that this movie is going to hold up anyways. But yeah, the other real problem that I had with this is that they start to get into the whole internet troll comment thing. And then they just say, oh, it's fine. Just ignore it. They had a real opportunity to say something here like,
yeah, that's a good
these
point.
are real people on the other end of your comments. And they just totally ignored it.
I saw a Millie Bobby Brown tweet, or no, I think it was actually Instagram talking about like internet bullying. It was pretty good. Millie's the best, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love Millie.
She's incredible.
Yeah, and everyone else fucking sucks.
Agreed.
Anyone who comments anonymously on things and won't own up to their comments is a piece of shit.
I would say that's 90% of the internet.
Yeah, so 90% of the internet is pieces of shit.
Yeah, for sure. You're right, though. They did have an opportunity to have a lesson here, and I feel like that lesson was missed because
they
like,
went the wrong direction with the story.
They really did. The whole point of this was about based on the internet, right? So like,
don't be clingy,
right? Like they based this movie on like insecurities and like people being insecure. Like I did find part of myself in Ralph about like these insecurities and how they affect relationships, but like the point of this movie was based on the internet. Like I feel like the direction they should have gone was internet bullies and the age that we're dealing with now in internet bullies. And, you know, like Ryan said, they hit on it pretty soft and then they just immediately brushed it off.
Yeah, I agree.
And there was
Super
an
soft.
opportunity there to...
They could have done I agree they could have done a better lesson.
Yeah.
For a Disney quality lesson.
Yeah, right. A Disney quality lesson for a very prevalent issue in society at the moment, which is bullying on the internet, you know? Instead the message was about being insecure and how that destroys relationships, which I mean let's
get into spoilers, I guess.
Okay.
Soon.
I don't think we're really going to spoil this.
No.
You know, at the end of this movie, everybody's going to be fine.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
So just say what you got to say.
Yeah, I guess this isn't a movie you can wreck, if you will.
Oh,
nice.
Heyo.
Freaking pun. All right, nice.
Thank you.
I almost wanted them to when Penelope's game was crashing in Slaughterhouse because of the virus that Ralph put into the game. I wanted Ralph to go in there searching for her, and then her and Gal Gadot like race out and have like a super awesome way to escape. But then Ralph dies because he was in there.
That was never going to happen in a
I know,
movie.
but I'd have been like this. Oh, Ralph. Oh, she died trying to save you, Penelope. You ruined it. But that didn't happen. So
I mean, he would have caused that anyways. But
exactly.
I see what you're saying. You felt like there were not stakes in this movie.
Correct.
Okay.
But I also wouldn't have mind seeing a Ralph death. Does that sound weird?
Yes, a little bit, because they're probably going to make 4 more of these.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm sure they would have found a way to bring him back. But I'm just saying they could have done that. Disney's known for death. Come on, we just saw the Lion King preview.
Yeah, but that's not a main character. That's
Mufasa's not a main character. He's the freaking dad.
Yeah, exactly. And the main character is Simba and Nala.
Yeah, but he would have been a main character if he didn't die. Obviously.
That would have been a whole nother story, though. So
exactly what he would have been the main character of that story.
All right.
What did you guys think of the musical number?
I loved it.
Ooh, okay.
I loved it because it was non-traditional. Okay, so they do this musical number, right? So a little bit of spoilers. Penelope goes to meet with the princesses.
Did you just call her Penelope?
No.
What is her name?
I think you heard that wrong. I said Vanellope.
Well, the tape will not lie, so.
Okay,
No,
well,
tape
I
is
think
known
you
to
heard
lie.
that wrong. I said
Fake
Vanellope.
news.
Vanellope happens upon all of the Disney princesses, and they are trying to encourage her to find her true dreams, right? And so they were like, oh, we find that we best find our dreams via song. And Vanellope's like, what are you even saying right now?
Well, they showed one of the Disney princesses started singing. I think it was Ariel. Classic Disney form. Backlight drops on. She's got the spotlight on her, and all of a sudden she just starts singing. And Penelope's like,
Oh, definitely.
Yo, did everyone just see that? That's a thing?
Like super dramatic.
Exactly.
You know?
That was one thing that John C. Reilly said in a quote was like, he was very happy to see the Disney princesses included, and they leaned into their stereotypes.
Classic Disney princesses, right?
They leaned into their
Yeah.
stereotypes super hard.
They
and
really
he
did.
thought that's actually a funny way to portray them. Is like the lean in is
leaning
was
into
amazing.
what
Yes.
they are, because they're all so dramatic, and it's actually
All their stereotypes.
It's so perfect. This was my absolute favorite part of the movie, obviously. You know, so they encourage Vanellope to find some water and discover her dreams, right? Because this is the best way. This is the best way to figure out your dream, is to ponder over some, a body of water.
Everybody has their own. They call them out too. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
great.
incredibly brilliant. But so Vanellope finds this puddle of water, and she's, not really finding inspiration. And then all of a sudden she breaks out into song, and, she ends up in that, basically the
Slaughterhouse?
No.
Twisted Metal?
what's
Grand
the
Theft Auto.
real video? Oh, Grand Theft Auto. Right. She ends up in this Grand Theft Auto universe, which she loves, which is also called
Slaughter Race.
Slaughter Race, right. It's basically Grand Theft Auto. And she breaks out into this like song and dance, and it's supposed to be like a Disney version of like Slaughter Race, which is like she's still rhyming, and
It was a perfect Disney song.
it was perfect. It was perfect for her. It was perfect for Vanellope.
Her
I think that
outsider
would have
Disney
been
princess.
better had they replaced Sarah Silverman singing that and gone like full into it, like with a real singer.
That was Sarah Silverman.
That's what I'm
why
saying.
he's
They should have replaced her.
Oh, I don't think they should have.
When she started singing and it was bad. It
was horrible.
I was like, okay, yeah, I would be looking more forward to this if it wasn't Sarah Silverman singing the song.
Yeah,
But
it
she
was
didn't
bad.
do bad though. She had some.
I mean,
range.
I thought they kept it pretty close to the character.
I think it
No,
would
they
have been
did.
funnier if she would have been replaced like a la Frozen.
I guess it would have been funnier, but I think they kept it very true to the character, though.
Replaced.
Which
Didn't
for
Kristen Bell do
Vanellope
this?
is important, because she's not an actual princess.
She is.
I hate to bring
She
that
is.
up.
No, she
she's
is.
not.
Oh.
She's not. She's not an actual Disney
We don't
princess.
say who isn't Disney princess. Is
Yeah, we do.
Koala princess.
You don't get to
We do.
judge who's a princess.
We do, though.
The Disney princesses called her a princess.
Okay.
She's a princess.
Okay.
Yeah, if they
you
label her as a princess,
you
they
Google
would
right
know.
now who is a Disney princess, and you let me know if Vanellope is a Disney
Google
princess.
isn't the know-all.
Oh, is it
Google
not?
is fake news.
Google's fake news now?
A part of it is.
I'm going to
There's
tell Google
definitely a
you said that,
percentage.
Brick. I'm going to tell Google.
Go ahead and call them up.
I'm going to tell them you said that.
Call them up.
Okay.
I know you have Disney princess
This
power,
is going nowhere. Did you have a favorite reference or cameo?
I did see Sonic in there, and I thought he was lame, and I'm looking forward to our boy.
Jim Carrey?
No,
John Ralphio?
John Ralphio. What's his real name? Ben something?
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz. I'm looking forward to his rendition of that because Sonic was such a lame-o in this movie.
He didn't really get much screen time.
He got 1 second of it and he was like, well, he actually'd Ralph. And I was like, you're a nerd.
Yeah, he did. That was a wasted opportunity. I agree with that being the case for the Street Fighter characters too.
Yeah.
Like you talked about Zangief waxing himself. You could have kept going with that.
I agree.
Did you have a favorite reference?
I mean, I think all the Disney princesses were my favorite. I mean, they really killed it in that scene. And I think, honestly, that scene made the movie. If that scene were not in the movie, I think it would have really lost me. I think they did a great job. So when Vanellope encounters the princesses, they're all in their gowns and they're all super princessed out. And she is in this like super casual outfit.
The queen of comfort, the princess of comfort.
just being Vanellope. And they're like, wait, can we be that? And they all like transform into these like super casual outfits.
The mice and the birds to come knit them t-shirts. It's pretty good.
Yeah. And
it was super meta.
And every
amazing.
outfit is to the princess in the most casual way. Like, for example, Ariel, her t-shirt said like
thingamabobs.
Yeah.
What's its
galore, you know, and like literally I could go on the internet right now and find a t-shirt that looks exactly like that, you know, so it was very casual. I really loved that.
They need to sell all of those in the
I'm
Disney
sure
store.
that
I guarantee
Disney,
you
man.
they already
They
do.
have to.
Yeah, they know.
And for me, like that sat really well with me, but that was really the only thing I was like, yes, this is on point. This is great.
Can I also bring up
the
way that they saved Ralph and they all had their own little superpowers?
Oh, hell yeah.
Actually amazing too. They did it in such style and such princess grace.
Yes. So not only are they in the middle of the movie, but towards the end of the movie, they show up and they save Ralph.
Which was
in a very graceful,
expertly done. They use all of their superpowers to actually save him in the most unique way of all time, but ultimate working together, ultimate team.
As princesses, yeah, for sure.
They just on it. They got it.
I really appreciated the whole princess aspect of this movie.
I want to see more princess superheroes.
Give me
honestly.
That would have
more
been better.
princess superheroes.
They even made the Batman, 60s Batman reference.
Yeah, they did.
Changed into in all the comfy clothes, I'm pretty sure.
I know that they never were not going to include them in the trailer, but wouldn't that have been such a good surprise to go into the movie? And you see that scene and it's all the Disney princesses?
100%. The problem is that's what sold me on seeing it in the
wish
first place.
they saved it, but also that is what sold me on seeing it. Now, I mean, I would have seen it anyway. But
I was going to say, I felt like the first movie
right.
built up enough goodwill that people would go see this. If they had saved that, it would have been the ultimate ace in the hole.
I totally agree. Maybe 100%. I would have felt differently if I didn't anticipate seeing the princesses because I knew that was coming.
True.
You know what I was actually kind of disappointed that I didn't see? In the previews, they showed Wreck-It Ralph so it was like an internet game. And it was like
with
this.
The bunny.
Yeah.
So that
was hilarious.
In the mid-credit scene. We left before that show.
Oh, they showed. Oh.
Okay.
Well,
I saw it online.
More sense.
Same.
Yeah, I saw it online too, but I was really bummed I didn't see it in the movie.
They did do a little cameo in it of like, so he gets like some sort of bottle or some sort of app. That
yes.
In
the
showed
movie.
It, and I was like pumped for it because it was the best part.
Yep.
I thought that was actually hilarious.
That was such a
probably the funniest scene in the movie.
Yeah. Like I in the preview, I was like, this is funny.
Literally the first time I saw that, I was actually like, wow, well done. I'm definitely seeing this. But so if they would have kept that and kept the Disney princesses out, I think that could have been a good ace in the hole. Mm-hmm. That was enough to sell me, I think, if they would have kept that in there because it's actually funny.
Yep.
I can't believe none of you are mentioning Stan Lee. He made a cameo in this. He was one of the avatars. That was my favorite cameo for sure.
That makes sense. The
Groot one was good.
Can you remind me of the Stan Lee one? I forgot.
He's just him as a me.
Pretty much.
Little guy.
What part of the movie was he in?
When they showed the internet city for the first time, I'm pretty sure, right?
I don't know that it was the first time, but yeah, he's like walking around the internet city.
Okay.
But I looked at you and I was like, oh, Stan Lee, and I started crying a little bit.
Right, of course.
Yeah. How weird is it that this is his first cameo in a movie post-mortem?
It's not that weird because it was animated. So once you see him in the flesh, it's going to be a little bit weirder.
Yeah.
I was going to make him my best man of the week, which would have been happy, but also sad. So I decided.
No, it's happy. I think he led a good life.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Anything else to say about Wreck-It Ralph before we rate it and move on?
Is this an opportunity for Wreck-It Ralph to do the Disney Prince version and have all the princes just be guys being dudes and then having to deal with all the Disney princesses drama.
I'd
They
watch
should.
that. They're just sitting around
Hard
and
no.
eating
Hard.
pizza,
Farting and
drinking beer,
Hard
farting.
no. Hard no.
And then just like, oh my God, Ariel. doesn't know what
Hard
this
no.
Bob is again.
Which one of them would say, I'm about to go blow up this bathroom?
Oh.
My money's on Aladdin.
Yeah. Ooh, that's rough. No, I won't even comment. I was going to say Prince Charming. Because
I was talking about actually taking a dump and not making a reference to
I
his
understand.
Middle Eastern descent.
I understand that. But it's unfortunate that you picked that one.
Jesus.
I'm going to go hard no on that. But like, where do they go from here? How do you?
It's the internet. The internet is a content machine.
Okay, so
Wreck-It Ralph would be the prince, and he gets into the prince's quarters.
but he is not a prince in any possible
I
way, and
disagree.
you can't even argue that.
Is Shrek a prince?
Nope.
Wow, Shrek is the definition
I guess
of
technically he is
knight in
because he
shining
married
armor.
a princess. But can you explain to me where Wreck-It Ralph marries a princess?
Maybe that's the plot of the next movie.
Okay, I'm just saying based on where they left it off. I'm not saying in all of like fake reality.
Okay, so Wreck-It
based
Ralph
on where
3.
they left it off, Vanellope and Ralph are separated
No.
by the internet and a traditional video game sense.
Okay,
Where do
really
they go
kind
from
of a
here?
princess elitist.
Seriously, you name her Koala Princess, and all of a sudden she is the cream of the crop. Doesn't let anybody in to the Princess Society, even though we just
falls down the
anointed
stairs.
her. Yeah,
Yo, that did not happen.
full fell down the stairs.
We have witnesses.
Here's what happens in the Wreck-It Ralph 3. Wreck-It Ralph, Vanellope becomes close friends with the Disney princesses who all love Slaughter Race. And then Ralph gets set up with a Disney princess because obviously they're hanging out so much. They're best
'Cause
friends.
why
I'm
not?
like, damn, Ralph's a pretty dope dude. He's a klutz, but he's, about klutzes. And he's a swell dude, All right, we should go to recommendations now.
Wait, last bit I wanted to mention here. You can see in the wreckage of the internet, like when he falls, you go down to the very bottom. It's like kind of dark web. You see the wreckage of buildings that say GeoCities and AOL on them. I thought that was a brilliant.
I didn't catch that. That's
I did not
hilarious,
either.
though. The internet just built on top of it and civilization moved forward.
Okay, so let's rate this. Erica, I know you don't listen. So we have 3 options.
No, I do listen.
Okay. So I don't have to explain this to you.
You don't.
All right, then I will let you go first.
Okay, I would say I would wait until this comes to Netflix.
So stream it.
Stream it for sure. Stream it.
Brick?
I thought the visuals were fine, so stream it.
I'm going to go stream it on this. If you have kids or something, yeah, I'm sure this is good for them.
Yeah,
But
Great for
definitely.
kids.
if you're going to see this yourself, it's fine.
Streamable, yeah.
All right, let's get into recommendations for the week. Ladies first, Drunk Erica.
I'll take this one from her.
American Housewife.
Princess Switch. Vanessa Hudgens can do no wrong in this Christmas thriller where she switches bodies with a princess. She doesn't switch bodies. She just switches like
They're like
Lives?
basically twins, aren't
societal
they?
classes.
They're
she gets like dine with the queen and king.
This is like Freaky Friday, except not.
without like the actual switching of bodies.
Yeah.
Yes. Check it out. Christmas movie. She's from Chicago. How you doing? Also, Vanessa Hudgens is a smoke. I love her.
All right. So my recommendation for the week. So I stumbled across this. I'm super into really relaxed comedies, and I found this show called American Housewife. It's with the girl from
Eastbound and Down.
the love interest from Eastbound and Down. I cannot for the life of me remember her name.
I have no idea.
But I think she's pretty funny, and it's a very relaxed comedy.
She's a terrible bitch
She's
in
a
this show.
terrible bitch in the show. But
But it also has Diedrich Baker, who is absolutely hilarious.
right, and I think Ryan has found a little bit of interest in this show too, based on Diedrich Baker and his character, and
Yeah.
It's a funny show. It's a lighthearted comedy if you're looking for something easy to watch. I've been watching it on Hulu, but I know that the 3rd season is live on ABC right now.
Yeah, so it airs on ABC.
Yep.
Also, I think it's hilarious that I have to point out to you what you've been watching that you can recommend.
I didn't know that
Again,
was worthy
she
to recommend.
only-
It's literally just anything that you've been watching or reading or doing.
I've also been reading Harry Potter, so if anybody's interested in Harry Potter, you should
Never heard
probably
of it.
read that. I figured no one knew what that was, but I just
Nice.
wanted to plug that real quick.
Good combatant.
Thank
of
you.
Ryan's dumb reasoning for
My
recommending. things.
reasoning.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, recommend anything.
Get out of here with your reason.
Recommend anything.
All right. I watched Outlaw King on Netflix.
Oh, I saw that too. It was actually good.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine, have some goddamn respect. He's my boy.
Chris Brine? Is he brining up freaking turkey? Sorry.
Turkey Brine.
Good one.
That's a good,
Thank you.
timely joke for the times because it's around Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Chris Pine is Robert the Bruce, and this is basically a follow-up to that movie that I never saw with that dickhead
You
Mel
never saw
Gibson.
Braveheart?
Yeah, never saw Braveheart. Anyways, this picks up after William Wallace is killed, and Chris Pine is trying to take back Scotland. My favorite, though, is the guy named Jonathan Douglas, who just goes absolute berserker, rampages while screaming out his last name and just stabbing people.
Name. Yeah.
He just
no, it
kept
was good.
screaming Douglas and killing people. It was totally worth it. It's streaming on Netflix. It got a limited theatrical release because
Really?
I think that they're going to try to push this for an Oscar.
Hmm.
But it's streaming in 4K. So if you have a 4K TV and a Netflix account, it looks gorgeous. It's all like, you know, the cliffs of Moher in England, and it's beautiful.
It's also surprisingly gruesome.
It is,
They
yeah.
have some scenes where you're just like, damn, that guy just got gutted. And all of his entrails just like fell out of his body. It was gross. But
Speaking of which, that leads me into you know how Netflix, like after you watch something, will be
I was just going to
Based
ask.
on your
I
watch
think I
history.
know what show you're going to mention. I was just going to ask you about this one.
it's a show called Norseman,
Yep, that's it.
and it's a comedy about Vikings.
a comedy.
So, speaking of gore and blood and guts, this is basically like 700s Vikings, and some of them are pussies and some of them are just absolute madmen, and everybody's really calm when they speak to each other. And it's like, oh, we did some raping and pillaging, eh? It's really fucking funny.
Okay. I didn't know it was a comedy. I thought it was just like a historical reference.
It's Vikings if Vikings was funny.
It's actually pretty funny.
I literally thought it was Vikings. Hilarious. Okay.
It's
nice.
like making fun of.
It's
like
making fun of Vikings.
It
Yeah,
makes
no, it's perfect.
Vikings awkward, which I guess is possible, but it
and they
makes
make current day references, which is hilarious.
even better. Okay.
yeah,
I'm in.
it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I totally, out of left field, never even heard of this, and I just saw it in my recommendations. It's like, yeah, what the hell?
Speaking of recommendation list, I might have to rewatch Princess Switch just so I can get some recommendations.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
how good it was.
I already gave you one.
I know,
A Christmas Prince.
A Christmas Prince.
Yep, you're gonna watch it.
Prince Christmas. So that's going to wrap up episode 119 of the Chumpcast. As always, you can call or text us at 847-920-6107. You can also find us on all social media at the Chumpcast.
And then we have one more ad read.
Is it for Arizona?
Packed between good states that you actually want to visit and sand, but not your beaches. Come to Arizona where you can see Yulee, because I love
And
Yulee.
some scorpions.
And some scorpions
cactuses.
and cactuses. But be sure to have some laughs and don't forget the smiles. Arizona.
Great. Until next time.
Was that like a pure Michigan, but like not?
Pure Arizona.
Got
Come
it.
visit. Laughs to be had.
Bye.
Bye.